In 1977 we almost got an ABBA cartoon series. It has its roots in Australia and all the information and footage we have are intriguing to talk about. What would an ABBA cartoon series would have been like? Hey, so for the next few days I will be on some early summer travelings, but I don't want to leave you hanging and I still want to have some videos coming to the channel, so I went back into the archive and chose some of my very old videos because they just get lost over time, and especially because new subscribers generally don't really go back and watch the very old stuff. So I chose some of my favorite videos and I also recorded new narration with my new microphone. Today, the history of ABBA's cancelled cartoon series from 1976 and 77. What we know about this project is that it was planned as a series of 25-minute plot-driven films featuring different ABBA songs. The idea and style are reminiscent of similar cartoon shows from the early 70s, like the Osmonds or the Jackson 5, or even from further back to the Beatles from the 1960s. ABBA's cartoon series was to be produced by the Australian media company Rec Grundy Organisation. They were also responsible for the TV special ABBA in Australia and for ABBA the movie. In a news report from 1976, we actually get to see a glimpse of this project in the form of some cells, and we even hear Frida giving samples of her voice.
Such is the report.
The Australian production company asked for voice samples from the ABBA members with the aim to find English-speaking actors to be the voices for the films. In the last few years, we actually got 2 music videos from this project, one for Money 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 and a rough cut for the ABBA single B-side Happy Hawaii. Judging from these videos, the style looks colorful and even quite surreal. The rough cut of Happy Hawaii gives us a glimpse into the creative decisions and ideas. There are some really nice transitions, giving the entire video a wonderful flow. There are sunny scenes at the beach and of seagulls flying over the ocean, of surfers catching waves, and of ABBA singing the song in an airplane. There is also a quite self-referential and indeed surreal scene where they shut the windows of the airplane and the setting transforms into a cinema, where ABBA watch a film called Happy Hawaii. In this film inside film, we get to see scenes of what looks like real people superimposed onto the cartoon. That reminded me of a similar technique used in the Eleanor Rigby sequence in the Beatles film Yellow Submarine. ABBA's video ends with a beautiful shot of waves moving over the beach where someone wrote ABBA into the sand. This is basically where the cartoon video for Money 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 picks up, with colorful flashes of the group's name. In this cartoon, we actually get to see reproductions of scenes from the actual video of the song. There is also a creature that looks similar to the Blue Meanie, again from the Beatles' Yellow Submarine film. For reasons we don't know, ABBA's cartoon series was cancelled and never happened. The video for Money 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 was actually broadcast back in 1977 on an Australian TV special called ABBA in the USA. The rough cut of Happy Hawaii was first released in 2006 on the Arrival Deluxe Edition DVD. Money 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 was first released on DVD in 2010 on a special edition of ABBA Gold. I think that all we know and have from this series is quite fascinating, and personally I would have loved to have an episodic cartoon series set in the world of ABBA with lots of music. In 2014 we did get something in that vein, although without music, when ABBA the Museum produced a short film called Pop Story, which is an animated movie based on Björn's book by the same name. It is exclusively available to watch at the very own cinema inside ABBA the Museum. And starting in 2022, of course, ABBA was back not in the form of cartoons, but as avatars, performing an entire concert in London. On this channel, you will also find a video about the many shapes and forms that ABBA was transformed into over the years. What do you think of this ABBA cartoon series, and how do you like these 2 cartoon videos that we got? Also, I would be really curious to know which ABBA songs would you have liked to see in this cartoon series, considering the fact that they picked a single B-side like Happy Hawaii, which is actually even a rare early version of an album song. The song selection could have been very interesting, so let me know which ABBA songs you would have chosen for cartoon from their first 4 albums, as the series was produced in 1976. Let me know your thoughts and feelings in the comments below. Many thanks go to Sarah Russell and her brilliant website abbaontv.com. Alright, until then, hey do!